Yes, sir. It's my pleasure. And yes, I thank our HPT College and our psychology department for giving me this opportunity. For giving me this opportunity so that I can share my knowledge and have a session with our second year students. Good afternoon to everyone. Good afternoon, dear students. And yes, here we will start with our session, sir. Is everyone there?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, yes.
Great. So I will just share my PPT and so yes, children, I was more focused on putting on the PPT first because I think if the title is in front of you, we will have a more healthy talk. So students, can you all hear me properly?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
Yes,
thank
ma'am.
you. Thank you so much. Can any one of you answer what is a competency? You just have to be too fast because we've got 1 hour and we've got many things to get explained. So I would appreciate if you answer soon.
You can share your views, students. It should be interactive, even if it
Be
is
relaxed.
online.
Yeah, yes, be relaxed, share your view. And see, here we are to learn from each other. It is not that you're going to be judged by anyone. So please feel free. Okay, no problem. तर मीच या प्रश्नाचं उत्तर सांगते तुम्हाला की व्हॉट इज कॉम्पिटन्सी. कॉम्पिटन्सी म्हणजे एका प्रकारची योग्यता. सर आय थिंक आय बी युझिंग बोथ द लँग्वेजेस मराठी
Yeah,
आणि
fine.
इंग्लिश.
It's okay. चालेल, चालेल.
सो कॉम्पिटन्सी म्हणजे एखादी आपल्यात असणारी आपली एखाद्या विषयाची योग्यता किंवा क्षमता, एनी टाइप ऑफ एबिलिटी or capability that a human being possesses. Right? So this is competency. आता अगदी कॉम्पिटन्सी या विषयाला जाण्यापूर्वी मी तुमच्या समोर ही स्लाइड प्ले करतेय. तिथे तुम्हाला वेगवेगळ्या कॉम्पिटन्सीज काय आहेत माणसामधल्या त्या लक्षात येतील. सो सी चिल्ड्रन, इफ द स्लाइड एक्सप्लेन्स, जस्ट गो थ्रू की सगळ्यात आधी कॉम्पिटन्सी म्हणजे नॉलेज. वुड यू प्लीज समवन ऑफ यू टेल मी कुठल्या प्रकारचं नॉलेज काय असतं किंवा तुम्ही तुमच्यात आता सध्या कुठली कॉम्पिटन्सी आहे? Sir, are students comfortable to answer? I thought it would be more interesting if they would answer soon.
Yes, they are interactive. They are interactive. Otherwise,
Fine, then I will go on, but please feel free to pitch in, students, when you want to say something or share something.
do share your thoughts, your views. It is a skill-related interactive session we have arranged for you. Okay, so जर आपण स्किल म्हणतोय तर मग ते असं फक्त वन वे कम्युनिकेशन असून कसं होईल?
Exactly. The most important skill what we should have as a competency is communication skill. So children, I would appreciate, but okay, be comfortable. See, knowledge is one of the most important thing. कुठल्याही विषयाबद्दल आपल्याला नॉलेज असणं, एखाद्या सब्जेक्ट बद्दलचं कोर नॉलेज असणं, ही आपल्यातली एक कॉम्पिटन्सी असू शकते. त्याला जोड बऱ्याच गोष्टींची आहे. तुम्ही जर बघाल तर स्किल्स, परफॉर्मन्स, एक्सपिरियन्स, लीडरशिप, पोटेन्शियल, या सगळ्या गोष्टी आज ह्या 1 तासामध्ये आपण एक्सप्लोर करणार आहोत. आणि नुसतंच कॉम्पिटन्सी नाही तर कॉम्पिटन्सीज ह्या how to map the competencies. Mapping means in our day-to-day language we can say how we can measure them. In some kind of units can be measured or how we can measure them. ते सुद्धा आपण आज बघणार आहोत. So I'm just changing the slide and in short I will just tell you the history. जर ह्याचा इतिहास पाहिला तर कॉम्पिटन्स हा शब्द पहिल्यांदा सर R.W. व्हाईट यांच्या लेखनामधून आलेला होता. आणि competency, this word comes from French word competence. It also comes from the Latin word competenia. Now, what is competenia, friends? Competenia, this word means that you are just authorized to judge. So what happened slowly as time went by, ह्या meaning बरोबर आपण सगळे इतके comfortable नव्हतो की you are authorized to judge. So the word competenia was changed to competence, and competence means sufficiency of qualification. Now just take into just go deep into the meaning, children. Sufficiency of qualification. एखादं जॉब किंवा एखादं काम करताना आपल्याला एखादं क्वालिफिकेशन लागतं, पण ते क्वालिफिकेशन जर वन साइडेड असेल, इफ इट इज रिलेटेड ओनली टू द सब्जेक्ट नॉलेज, कोर सब्जेक्ट नॉलेज, then it is not enough. That's why the word is given sufficiency of qualification. Later on in 1982, Greek American psychologist Richard Boise, he contributed majorly to the competence human resource theory. खूप जास्त काम सरांनी केलेलं आहे, रिचर्ड सरांनी ह्या फील्ड मध्ये. Where in human resource, when you talk about competency, we can say walks hand in hand with human resource. It's just what we can say, it's just a simultaneous, it's just a synonymous word with human resource. तर ह्यांनी इतकं सगळं काम करण्याचं कारण काय, हा प्रश्न तुम्हाला पडला असेल. तुम्ही विचारण्याऐवजी मला असं वाटतंय की तुमच्या मनामध्ये नक्कीच आला असेल, आणि म्हणून मी तुम्हाला सांगते की तुम्ही थोडंसं आपण मागचं काही एखाद सेंचुरी अगोदरचा विचार करूया. In 18th century, 19th century, in our country or all over the world, we can say, what was competency? This word was caste based. म्हणजे आपल्या बोलीभाषेत बोलायचं झालं तर काय म्हणूया आपण की कुंभाराचा मुलगा कुंभारच होत होता, शिक्षकाचा मुलगा हा शिक्षक होत होता, उत्तम गुरु बनत होता, किंवा राजाचा मुलगा हा राजा बनत होता. काही वर्ष काही काळ हे सगळं चाललं होतं व्यवस्थित. पण हळूहळू असं लक्षात यायला लागलं, एस्पेशली ऍट द टाइम ऑफ वर्ल्ड वॉर फर्स्ट, त्यावेळी असं लक्षात यायला लागलं की जे हे कास्ट वाईज प्रोफेशन्स खाली येत आहेत, तर ही जी व्यक्ती आहे, सपोज कुंभाराचा मुलगा हा जो कुंभार झाला आहे, तो व्यवस्थित तो त्याच्या कामामध्ये पाहिजे तेवढा निपुण, पाहिजे तेवढा परफेक्ट, किंवा त्याच्याकडे ती कॉम्पिटन्सी लो आहे, तो नीट करत नाहीये. एखाद्या शिक्षकाचा मुलगा असेल तर तो त्याच्या वडिलांप्रमाणेच किंवा पूर्वजांप्रमाणेच अगदी व्यवस्थित शिकवत नाहीये, असं लक्षात यायला लागलं. आणि मग ह्या गोष्टींवर विचार व्हायला लागला. So what happened after 1939-40s, we can say that people started thinking. Till then, competency was being measured with the help of intelligence. You all must be very much accustomed to the words like IQ or IQ testing. That IQ intelligence was tested, and if the person is intelligent, he was found very much fit for any job. की त्या जॉबचं इंटेलिजन्स असंही नव्हतं, एक जनरल IQ होता त्यावेळी, आणि त्यात जर तो व्यवस्थित असेल तर त्याला ते काम दिलं जायचं. पुन्हा काही काळ गेल्यावर असं लक्षात आलं की ती व्यक्ती, इवन दो ही इज व्हेरी गुड ॲट knowledge of language, maths, science, everything pertaining to the core subjects, but still he is not performing well. Now the question came, what is it that is stopping him from performing well at the job that he is employed, or the work that he is performing, or the service that he is giving? आणि मग लक्षात आलं की हा IQ किंवा इव्हन त्या मानाने ऍप्टिट्यूड सुद्धा जर असेल त्या व्यक्तीमध्ये, ऍप्टिट्यूड म्हणूया, IQ म्हणूया, तरी पण तेवढंसं पुरेसं नाही. का ते मी तुम्हाला सांगते की IQ and aptitude, these are the constructs which help us understand. These constructs help us understand the cognitive ability and knowledge. They are related to cognitive abilities and knowledge of a person. But only cognitive ability and knowledge is not enough. So research went on, studies went on, and finally it was found that you need something more apart from this. And that was competencies. So I think you have understood the history. Shall we go ahead, children? Any question from you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Harsh, please. Shall we go ahead?
Yes, ma'am. Sure, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So here is a list of competencies. Now, before reading to you or showing you the list, मला तुमच्याकडनं काही उत्तरं हवी आहेत. प्लीज मला सांगा कुठल्या कुठल्या कॉम्पिटन्सीज अपार्ट फ्रॉम सब्जेक्ट नॉलेज लागत असतात आपल्याला टू बिकम सक्सेसफुल इन लाईफ, टू बिकम सक्सेसफुल ॲट द जॉब that you are employed. Which are the competencies? Come on, student, be fast, be energetic.
Confidence,
Very good. Yes.
hard work, perseverance,
Perseverance, hard work, consistency. Yes, very good, Riya.
Decision making.
Decision making, absolutely right, Kriti.
Extrovert skills.
Pardon?
Skills of
Problem solving.
Skills of
extrovert, like
being extrovert. Okay, yes, those are needed when it comes to communication. Yes.
Problem solving.
Problem solving, absolutely right, Samruti. So see, here the things are coming from you. So I want that, and I'm so thankful you're interacting. Yes, so these are the different competencies, and here comes the list, which is already going to be having the points that you have told me. Yes, leadership, listening skills are very important, continuous improvement, and communication skills, as well as one new skill that you require post-COVID period is digital mindset. Because now, if you see, there are hybrid modules being worked everywhere. Like you work from home as well as you can attend the office. And that's why digital mindset is very, very important. Then ownership. Can any one of you tell me what is the meaning of ownership? What competency is this? Yes, children. काय हरकत नाही, मी तुम्हाला याचा अर्थ सांगते. तुमचंच एक उदाहरण घेऊन सांगते. When we go to college, when you as a student, if you take the ownership of your college, you will keep the premises clean. कारण तुम्ही समजता की हे कॉलेज माझं आहे, हे शहर, नाशिक शहर माझं आहे आणि मला माझं परिसर स्वच्छ ठेवायचं आहे. जसं मी माझी घरातली माझी रूम, माझा स्टडी टेबल, माझं घर हे सगळं स्वच्छ ठेवतो. That is taking ownership. In the same way, when you're at a workplace, ownership is very, very important. You will work wonders for the company only if you think that the company is yours, and only if you take ownership. So in this way, we see that different skills help us. For example, communication skills, children. When you are a team leader or you are a team member, जेव्हा तुम्ही तुमच्या टीम मेंबर्सचे इन्स्ट्रक्शन्स ऐकू शकाल व्यवस्थितपणे, जेव्हा तुम्ही तुमच्या डाउनलाईनला व्यवस्थित इन्स्ट्रक्शन्स देऊ शकाल, जेव्हा तुम्ही तुमच्या मॅनेजर्सचं, सुपिरियर्सचं मीटिंग मधलं म्हणणं नीट ऐकून समजून घेऊ शकाल आणि त्याप्रमाणे वागू शकाल, तरच तुम्ही तुमच्या कामामध्ये सक्सेसफुल होऊ शकाल. दिस इज द सिंपल फंडा. सो कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स is very, very important. And as I told you, it includes listening skills, speaking skills, writing skills, as well as understanding. And it not only, these competencies not only depend on the way, what you talk, not only on the words, but also the way you present yourself, your appearance, your body language, Many things come here. Similarly, entrepreneurial thinking, learning agility, teamwork, and decision making, as you rightly said, are the different competencies. The list is never ending, friends, and it is not static. It's a dynamic field. As we are going to evolve as a human being, as a successful human being, many competencies are going to be added to this list. And the recent one is learning agility. Now, learning agility relates to you, me, everyone on this earth, because learning agility म्हणजे शिकण्याची चपळता. आणि ह्या कॉम्पिटन्सीला कुठल्याही वयाचं बंधन नाही. ह्याच काय कुठल्याच कॉम्पिटन्सीला वयाचं बंधन असं नाहीये. कारण आपण कुठल्याही एजमध्ये या कॉम्पिटन्सीज शिकू शकतो, आपल्यामध्ये आणू शकतो. आणि का आणायच्या आहेत? Can anyone give me the answer? Why is it important to inculcate, to learn, to practice, to take knowledge about these competencies? Please, children, I want an answer from you. जे तुमच्या मनात येईल सांगा. पण का बरं आपण एवढं कॉम्पिटन्सीज बद्दल आता आपल्या युनिव्हर्सिटीनी सुद्धा हे करिक्युलम मध्ये आणलंय. तर naturally there must be some need of the hour. So you should know why. Because I believe if you know why, you will be in a better position to understand this session.
In order to guide society, or in order to be an acceptable part in society, so that this
Okay.
all human beings could progress in a healthier way.
Good, very good.
Competencies
Very
are
nice answer.
and we can see that these are not only in part of humans, while human have the greater scope in competencies, but some kind of competencies can also be seen in animals also, just in minor sort, like basic sort. So they
Okay.
decide who is in like greater in hierarchy rather than others.
Okay, you're absolutely right, my friend, that we need this to live a healthy, qualitative life. The competencies are to be learned. Any other thought anybody would share, or I will just go ahead?
I think
Yes, please. Yes.
maybe for the personal growth of a person, like an individual who is trying to compete in the world, needs all
Yes.
these competencies for the apt survival in today's times.
Absolutely. It needs you need all these competencies for your personal development. Initially, first point. Second point, when you develop personally, obviously the institution or the organization to whom you're going to work for or you are a part of is naturally going to progress in a healthy way. And after all our goals or the goal of our life is to evolve, get ahead, and progress. So these competencies are really going to help us. For example, children, आता विचार करा की सरांनी तुम्हाला एक असाइनमेंट दिली. तुम्ही वर्गामध्ये जस्ट आता नवीनच हा सेमिस्टर सुरू झालाय. यू आर हॅव्हिंग सम न्यू कमर्स इन युअर क्लास. आणि सरांनी एखाद्या स्टुडंटला तुमच्यापैकी एक काम दिलं की यू हॅव टू ऑब्झर्व द बिहेवियर ऑफ न्यू कमर्स फॉर अ वीक. What I think your work is going to be, you will observe the behavior. अजून काय कराल तुम्ही ऑब्झर्व करता काही लक्षात येतंय? Yes. You will observe the behavior. What you will do is, after observing, you will also write down, document few things. You will systematically interact with that person. You will try to analyze his behavior. And after documenting or making a small report of your observations, you will report back to sir. And sir will get the gist of that person's behavior or the gist of the quality of the newcomers that have joined into your class. So if you do this thing stepwise, properly, what you are going to do is you are going to use your competencies in a very successful way. कारण सरांनी तुमची सुद्धा कॉम्पिटन्सी चेक करण्यासाठी हे काम तुम्हाला दिलेलं होतं. आणि तुम्ही जर ते असे स्टेप्स फॉलो करून योग्य पद्धतीने केलं तर निश्चितच तुम्ही कॉम्पिटंट आहात ह्या गोष्टी किंवा एखादं जे तुम्हाला काम सरांनी सांगितले ते करण्यासाठी तुम्ही कॉम्पिटंट आहात हे लक्षात येणार आहे. So this was the example what I could share with you for you to make understand the need of competence this word. You know what is competency? Competency is the strengths or weaknesses that we possess. Competency means the strengths or weaknesses, being aware of the strengths or weaknesses that we possess. And just the most important thing is that you just cannot say, I have this skill or you have that skill. We have to map the skill. We have to measure the skill. Now, this skill is not any, we don't have any units as such to measure. It only can be measured with the help of observation and with the help of different tasks that are assigned to you. The way you do, the way the results are can explain your competencies. So what is competency mapping? It is a process of determining the skills, behaviors, ability, and knowledge a job title requires. Do you agree with me, friends? Is this the whole package? Skills plus behaviors, abilities, and knowledge?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, Kriti. So you're absolutely right. Yes, my friend, that it is the whole package. Each and everything complements each other. Your skills, the way you behave, the abilities or aptitude or intelligence that you possess, as well as the knowledge that you have gained up till now. So here we are going to just see what is competency mapping. Again, here it is Richard Boise who has given the perfect definition. It is a capacity that exists in a person that leads to behavior that meets the job demands. I'm breaking the definition so that you understand step by step. आपल्यात असणारी क्षमता जी ज्याच्यामुळे आपण एखादं बिहेवियर करण्यासाठी मोटिवेट होतो आणि असं बिहेवियर जे आपल्या जॉबची डिमांड आहे. Again, within parameters of organizational environment. If you are a student, you're going to use all your potentials, keeping in mind the parameters of your college, your institution, and in turn brings about desired results. So maybe you may find the definition a bit complicated, but in simple language, if I can put, I will say की आपल्यात असणारी क्षमता, आपल्यात असणारी योग्यता जेव्हा एखाद्या कामाच्या स्वरूपानुसार आपण वापरतो, आजूबाजूच्या आपल्या इन्स्टिट्यूटचे सगळे प्रोटोकॉल्स फॉलो करून जेव्हा आपण वापरतो आणि एका डिझायर्ड रिझल्ट पर्यंत जेव्हा आपण पोहोचतो, तेव्हा आपण म्हणू शकतो की आपल्यात असणारी कॉम्पिटन्सी ही एखाद्या विशिष्ट लेवलला आहे. And then the person finds it easy to map that competency. Now, competency is underlying characteristics required to perform a given task or activity or role. It is, you can say, an underlying characteristic, your characteristic behavior, which is required when you are assigned some role to play. So here again, what is competency mapping when we discuss? It is determination of the extent of competencies possessed. तुमच्यात असणाऱ्या योग्यता ह्या किती आहेत? Are they average? Are they above average? Are they below average? Or are you extremely well at something? So children, when we all are students of psychology, we know that each one of us is different. We have our own individual traits. Each one of us is unique and each one of us is special. Now, if I find out what are your special abilities, your special competencies, then it becomes very easy to assign you some job, and it becomes enjoyable for you to do that job. So here your competency mapping plays a very, very important role. See, when you are solving any problem as a team, you think that some person is introvert. So that person will think, observe the problem. He will keep on thinking. He will keep on analyzing the 360-degree view of the problem. But at the same time, if the friend of that person is extrovert, he may use some other strategies. He will approach the experts in the subject matter. He will approach different friends who must have experienced similar kind of problems previously. He may use various communicative skills to solve the problem. Both of them are right. Only the thing is their competencies are different. So here we can understand that each one possesses each and every competency, but there may be difference in the degree of the competency. For example, working under stress. Some children, तुमचंच अगदी उदाहरण द्यायचं झालं तर काही मुलं टाइमटेबल हातात आल्यावर अगदी सहजपणे अगदी मगच त्यांना किक बसते किंवा ते अभ्यासाला लागतात पूर्ण जोमानेशी. पण काही मुलं हे स्ट्रेस मध्ये काम करू शकत नाही. सो दीज पीपल आर रेग्युलर. ते लोक लेक्चर्स अटेंड करतील, नोट्स बनवतील आणि रेग्युलरली रिव्हिजन करत राहतील. Because they are not the people who can work under stress. So that is their competency. So working under stress is also a competency, but the degrees and the ways differ. Now, some children are good at anticipating threats. Here I'm talking again and again, I'm talking about children and students because it is related to you, but I actually mean human beings. Some people anticipate threats and they are so good at it that they have some backup plan ready in their mind to face the threats which may come, which one may need to face in future. It can be any type of challenge. See, this is one challenge I can say, Tanmay sir, this new skills development portion of syllabus is added to children's curriculum. Now, if few of you must have taken it very positively, great, because at corporate levels, I've experienced that we have to actually share knowledge on these skills to executives who have been working since last 20, 25 years. They face problem because they fall low at team building, at communicating, at listening, at leading a group. So these are the shortfalls that they face. But if you students are introduced to all such skills right now, when you're in college, when you are with the full mindset of learning new things, getting the exposure, here I think this will help you in your future. Very well, you will be able to adapt. You'll be able to adapt healthily to the work environment wherever you go. So this anticipating threats, that is anticipating challenges, accepting them and finding solutions is also a wonderful competency. Then of course, children, you know what is innovation, creativity. COVID taught us all to be creative, to be innovative. Of course, mankind has this in itself, but in COVID period, at least I learned a lot to become innovative, to think out of the box, not get stuck at any problem. In fact, think how can I work at it? How can I get ahead of this problem? So that is innovation. The another thing which we can discuss is resourcefulness. Each one's resource can be different. Just now the initial example that I gave you. काही मुलं एक्स्ट्रोवर्ट असतील तर आपल्याला त्यांच्या एक्स्ट्रोवर्ट ट्रेट्सचं भांडवल करून एखादा प्रॉब्लेम सॉल्व्हिंग असेल किंवा एखादा प्रोजेक्ट असेल हा जास्त चांगल्यापणे पुढे फुलफिल करता येईल. काही मुलं इंट्रोवर्ट असतील तर अशा मुलांकडे विचार करण्याची शक्ती, ऑब्झर्व करण्याची शक्ती जास्त असणार आहे, तो त्यांचा रिसोर्स आहे. अशा प्रकारे प्रत्येकाचे रिसोर्सेस यूज करून एखादी टीम एखाद्या प्रोजेक्टवर खूप छान प्रकारे काम करू शकते. I know as one thing I would like to tell you that in psychology, nothing is right and nothing is wrong. We've always been hearing this from our teachers. Nothing is right and nothing is wrong. Each trait has its own importance. You are you and I am I. So we just have to analyze our own nature, try to develop wherever we are at some low dimension, we can develop those skills and we can make our life more qualitative. When it comes to initiative, koni mala sangel, what do you mean by initiative as a competency? Any idea, children?
Taking responsibility, maybe.
Very nice. Absolutely right. Taking responsibility. एखाद्या प्रोजेक्टचं डिस्कशन चालू आहे वर्गामध्ये किंवा घरी एखाद्या छोट्याशा कार्यक्रमाचं डिस्कशन चालू आहे. आपल्या मनामध्ये त्याबद्दल सगळी प्लॅनिंग झालेली असते, आपण काय करणार, कोण काय करणार. पण इनिशिएटिव्ह घेणं, डेअरिंग करणं, मी करेन, चलो आय विल टेक द लीड अँड यू ऑल कॅन कम विथ मी, हे सुद्धा खूप खूप महत्वाचं आहे. सो इफ जस्ट अॅनलाइज, तुम्ही तुमचा स्वतः आज विचार करा की कुठली कॉम्पिटन्सी आपल्यामध्ये कुठल्या लेवलला आहे, हे लिहून काढा. म्हणजे तुमच्याकडे एक चार्ट रेडी होईल की आपल्याला कुठे स्वतःवर काम करायचं आहे. देन कम्स ऍडजस्टेबल, की आपण सगळं काय करतो, आपण आयडियाज घेतो, ब्रेनस्टॉर्मिंग करतो, आपण डिस्कस करतो, रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी घेतो, इनिशिएटिव्ह पण घेतो. बट अगेन, life is not 2 plus 2 is 4. There may be ups and downs. Even if you anticipate threats, there are some new threats or some new challenges which pop out. It's so natural. कधीही असं फ्लुएंट आयुष्य चालत नसतं. पण मग ह्या गोष्टींना सुद्धा फेस करण्याची आपल्यामध्ये एक ताकद आपण निर्माण करायला पाहिजे. And there you can prove that you are adjustable. No doubt, आपण डिस्टर्ब होणार. We are human beings. We have time constraint. We have constraint of resources. We have constraint of our own capacities. We have so many rules and laws to follow. But still, even if you get stuck, tell that every problem has a solution and you can adjust and go ahead. So competency mapping that's why very, very important. There are different methods for competency mapping, which we will go through now one by one. The first method of competency mapping, when I was just trying to analyze, I came to know that it is assessment center. Now, assessment center is a mechanism to identify the potential for growth. First thing, any institution, तुम्ही कुठल्याही इन्स्टिट्यूशनला जॉईन झाला, तुम्हाला कॉलेजमधनं प्लेसमेंट मिळालं, तुम्हाला जॉब मिळाला, तर ती जी इन्स्टिट्यूशन किंवा ऑर्गनायझेशन आहे ती आधी तुमचं एक असेसमेंट करणार तुमच्या ग्रोथ साठीची पोटेन्शियल किती आहे ते बघण्यासाठी. व्हाय इज दिस डन सो चिल्ड्रन? कोणी सांगू शकतं मला असं का बरं आहे? Why do they check your potential for growth? Because each and every organization wants to grow. Each and every organization or institution wants to make progress. That's why identifying the potential for growth becomes the main motive of assessment center. Then this is a procedure using a variety of techniques to evaluate employees for manpower purpose and decisions. Now these are the technical words, पण मी तुम्हाला समजेल असं सांगते. Manpower purpose आणि decision म्हणजे काय? The manpower purpose means any institution wants to hire the talent which is necessary for that particular job. See, to hire or to give job to the right person who will perform right duties, we can say, at right time, with right speed, with accuracy. This is the work done by assessment center. Because if things, see, it's not going to be 100% right, but if it is maximum right, then it is going to help save the resources, the times, time, and much more things an institution or organization has to spend for their work. So this type of method of competency mapping also includes group discussions. You all must be aware about the group discussions, I understand. Then also interview simulations. Now, what is interview simulation? Do you all know what is an interview simulation? Mock interviews are taken. You are made aware of what an interview can be. What are the interviewing skills that you should possess while giving an interview? Then case studies are also discussed so that you understand from other people's experiences how you can enhance your competencies. So this is the first method where it becomes difficult. It becomes very important to set critical incidence technique. Now, this particular technique, it is a set of procedures for systematically identified behaviors that contribute to success or failure of individuals or organizations in specific situations. To explain, I would say की अशा काही ही टेक्निक म्हणजे एक काही असे कामं तुम्हाला करायला सांगितली जातात किंवा अॅनलाइज करायला दिली जातात व्यक्तींना, पर्सन्सना, so that their behavior at those particular things are going to contribute, whether you contribute to success or failure. तुम्ही काय करता? How you respond? What is your reactive behavior? Is it going to help the organization to succeed? Or is it going to be the reason for the failure of the organization? These things are analyzed. Now here, what students can do, you as a student can do is, you can identify your priorities. What is important? See, it's not only important to make a to-do list, but along with that, to prioritize them, to work at them, to plan and to execute can also help you enhance your competencies. Identify areas for improvement and focused effort. As you become more and more aware, self-aware about your strengths, about your weaknesses, you can identify the areas which need improvement and which need your focused effort, so that you again become again try to gain a level of competency. So this is truthful self-awareness. So when it comes to mapping of competencies, I think self-analyzing is very, very important. Am I right, sir? Archana ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
So
Yes.
actually, I am very comfortable when we have interactive sessions.
Right,
so
right.
I don't
understand.
want that feel ki I'm only speaking and like that. So yeah.
No,
No, ma'am, it's going
well.
going good, ma'am. Yes, correct,
Oh,
ma'am. Going good.
Thank you so much. Sir, we are having Kapure ma'am also.
Yes. Ma'am is also there.
Great. Please, you three teachers, please add if you have any inputs at any particular point. Feel free to do that, ma'am.
Right now, I don't think it's any needed, because
Yes,
whatever going on, it's really very nice, ma'am.
Oh,
Continue,
thank you, ma'am.
Continue.
Yeah, thank you so much. So yeah, critical incidence technique is another technique of mapping the competencies. Then we come to interview techniques. Now, interview technique is used in various forms like structured or unstructured. Your interviews can be formal, they can be informal. Of course, when it comes to skills, you all students have to groom yourself. You are going to be groomed by the college, you can take help of your seniors, you can take help of your family members, you can read, you can surf, you have the smartphone, Google at your hand, which is going to help you to understand how to face the interviews confidently and in a right way. So formal, informal interviews are taken when people need to map your competencies. There can be sequential and panel interviews also. Now, sequential interviews are interviews which are taken one behind another. There are many people interviewing you one after another. At times they can be tiring, but if you want to prove your worth, your competence, you face those people happily and confidently. Then there can be panel interviews. That means there can be at the time 2 or more people, 1 or more people who will take your interview. Each one is going to ask you different question. You have to, here comes the skill that you most require is listening skill, observation skill. You have to listen carefully, think promptly, and give your answer appropriately. Then there can be group interviews also. Situational interviews also are taken where you are given some hypothetical case and asked how you are going to perform. There you have to think and give the answer. There can be phone or video call interviews also. And I think in more or less proportion, you must have faced some such kinds of interviews. One of the interview or one of the oral type of conversation that you'll face is Viva. That is your oral exams which you give in the college itself. So this is another technique of career mapping. And one more technique is questionnaire. See, when it comes to career mapping, it's such an important decision in the life of the person who's going to be recruited, as well as in the life of the institution, because they invest all their resources, money, time on a person. So that's why they need to take a 360-degree view, a 360-degree angle view of the person that they are going to recruit, so that things are done well, not only well, but in a better manner. So here comes the role of questionnaire also. That apart from interviews, apart from some incidents that are given to you, or apart from the other techniques, assessment centers, questionnaire, you write down some answers. They may be objective, they may be subjective. Questionnaires are written lists of questions. Users fill out the questionnaire and they give back. The questionnaire are designed by formulating questions about what product based or the type of information you want to know. So the institution, whatever information they want to know, they're going to frame their questionnaires in those particular manners that they fetch the answers from you. So this is also a very, very effective method of competency mapping. Then the last but not least, what can be added is psychometric testing. And we all are so much aware about the importance of our psychometric tests. These are the tests which are which are developed with so much efforts of the psychologists worldwide. They have been administered to different types of populations in number, different types of people, cultures, and then the norms are set. Many organizations use some or the other form of psychometric assessment as a part of their selection process. These tools are one of the useful and scientific competency mapping tools. Remember, children, being useful is one thing, and these are the scientific tools. They have been evolved after a lot of research and development. And the most important thing is that आपण असं एरवी एखादी व्यक्ती किती इंट्रोवर्ट आहे, कुठल्या लेवलला ती इंट्रोवर्ट आहे, हे असं नाही सांगू शकत. पण जेव्हा आपण सायकोमेट्रिक टूल्स वापरून प्रॉपर टेस्टिंग करतो, तर त्या व्यक्तीचं इंट्रोवर्जन आपल्याला लक्षात येतं. We can also check their openness. We can check their conscientiousness. We can also check different constructs like adversity quotient. We can see how much that person has, or his level of aspiration, या व्यक्तीमध्ये एक स्वतः आयुष्यामध्ये पुढे जाण्याची किती क्षमता असली तरी त्याची मानसिक स्थिती किती आहे. हाऊ इज ही मेंटली fit and thinking about progress. What is his level of aspiration? All these things can be understood with the help of psychometric tests. So here the picture rightly says that a person can be rated on his positive traits where he can use his strengths. The institution administers psychometric tests so that they can use the feedback, they can take the knowledge of result to properly assign the person the job he can fit into, so that the institution can gain lots of success and profit from this recruitment. So the strengths of a person can be used in a proper manner. Similarly, आपल्या जसे काही स्ट्रेंथ्स असतात तसे प्रत्येकामध्ये काही ना काही डार्क ट्रेट्स असतात, म्हणजे द वॉच आउट एरियाज or our weaknesses. Now, you smart generation, the other day I came to know you're known as Gen Z. So yes, my dear Gen Z, you also have to work at your dark traits. नुसतंच आपलं स्ट्रेंथ बघून आपल्याला चालणार नाहीये, तर ह्या डार्क ट्रेट्सच्या एरियामध्ये सुद्धा खूप काम करण्याची संधी आपल्याला, संधीच मी म्हणेन. Yes, this is an opportunity to analyze yourself, to be self-aware, to know your weaknesses. Because only when we know our weakness, we can make up our minds to use the latest strategies, to use the latest knowledge fields to upgrade ourselves. त्यामुळे या डार्क ट्रेट्सच्या एरियामध्ये आपण खूप काही काम करू शकतो आणि एक लेवल पुढे आपण आपली क्वालिटी लाईफ नेऊ शकतो. Then there are motivation and values. एका व्यक्तीचे values काय आहेत? The value is a thing which basically come from our family at first, then the environment where you are brought up, the institutions where you study, the friends that you are hanging around with, and sorry, and society at large. So all these values also really need to be mapped. See, for example, आपण एखादी व्यक्ती जर काय म्हणूया, जिथे तिला अगदी खूप खरं बोलण्याची गरज आहे, तशा कामामध्ये त्या व्यक्तीचं जर सिलेक्शन होत असेल, and that person must be low at speaking truth, must be low at the value of truthfulness, honestyचं त्याला इतकं महत्व वाटत नसेल, मे बी जाणून बुजून नाही, पण उगीचच आपला काहीतरी फेकाफेकी असं करत असेल, तर ती व्यक्ती ह्या कामासाठी इथे फिट बसू शकत नाही. मे बी knowingly, unknowingly, I don't blame the person, but if he doesn't have that competency, he won't fit the job. For example, we can say की बाकी शारीरिकपणे म्हणा, नॉलेज, सब्जेक्ट नॉलेज सगळं काही मॅच होत आहे, पण ह्या व्हॅल्यूज जर त्या कामासाठी मॅच होणाऱ्या नसतील तर मग ती पर्सन इथे व्यवस्थित काम करू शकणार नाही. म्हणून आपल्या सायकोमेट्रिक टेस्ट हे काम सुद्धा अगदी उत्तम रीतीने करतात की तुमचं मोटिवेशन लेवल काय आहे, व्हॅल्यूज काय आहेत हे सुद्धा आपण बघू शकतो. And the different cognitive abilities, the higher thinking processes, how rational you think, how often you think about on a problem, how do you get stuck or you're ready to solve the problem, what is your creativity levels, how innovative you are. There are so many endless cognitive abilities that a man possesses. What is your learning agility? तुम्ही सतत नवीन काहीतरी शिकण्यासाठी तयार आहात का, स्वतःला अपडेटेड ठेवण्यासाठी तयार आहात का? कारण इंटरव्ह्यूज मध्ये it's not the time that the company will tell you what the company can give you. I suppose it's the time the company is going to ask you what you can give to my company. आणि इथे आपल्याला उत्तर देता आलं पाहिजे की मी ह्या कंपनीसाठी काय वेगळं करू शकतो. इथे आधीच असणारे माझे कॉम्पिटिटर्स असणारे, त्यांच्या व्यतिरिक्त अजून काय व्हॅल्यू मी ऍड करू शकतो. या सगळ्या गोष्टींवर आपल्याला आपल्या कॉम्पिटन्सीज सिद्ध करता आल्या पाहिजे. आणि ह्या कॉम्पिटन्सीचं मॅपिंग हे इन्स्टिट्यूशन्स आजकाल सायकोमेट्रिक टेस्टच्या रूपाने where you cannot lie. In fact, it is, I would say that we should not fake the answers so that you can be mapped appropriately. So these are the different competency mapping methods. Now, we will go to our important topic for the day. Does anyone have any doubt up till here?
No, ma'am.
Great. We've got few minutes left, and there's a very important topic, and that is competencies dealing with life management. So, children, what is life management? Could anybody please tell me in short? What is life management? Yes, children. Anybody of you? अगदी तुम्हाला ह्या दोन शब्दांमधनं काय समजतंय तुम्ही हिंदी मराठी कुठल्याही भाषेत मला सांगू शकता. व्हॉट इज लाईफ मॅनेजमेंट? लाईफ तर कळतंय ना सगळ्यांना? Okay, so let's go ahead.
The ability to
Yes, ability
to handle everything in life, like managing or planning, basically.
Absolutely. Nice. Thank you. See, we will just go ahead. Life management is the ability to handle everything you need to in order to live a productive, happy, and fulfilling life. See, everyone lives, children. But is our aim, is our goal only to live a life in a routine fashion? Ask this question today. Ask yourself. No, we want to live a life which can be managed in such a way that it becomes more and more productive with success in the areas that you work. And this success gives you happiness, which is going to give you the experience of a fulfilled life. It's all about transforming your mindset. ये तो मुझे आने नहीं वाला है. नहीं, मेरे को नहीं जमेगा. तू कर ले यार, तू आगे बढ़ जा. We tell our friends. At times we are so demotivated. We just don't give it a second thought. नहीं बस मुझे नहीं जमेगा. नहीं, ऐसा मत कहो. Try करो. Try to change your mindset. Try to look at the things you can't do in a different manner so that you can learn to manage life in a proper way. See, the things are given here. It's about handling stress. There are many people, there are many students who can handle stress properly after, we can say, after getting panicked or after getting disturbed for some time. No problem. If you get disturbed, if you get panic, or if you get, what I can say, demotivated, you feel low, it's all fine. It's all human, it's all natural. But learn to handle it. Don't let those situations handle you. So if you learn to handle those situations, you are going to learn to handle the stress that is there in your life. Like the next thing is, what I can tell you is mastering your emotions. स्ट्रेस हैंडल करने के लिए, या मैंने जो भी अभी आपको कहा, इसके लिए आपको आपके इमोशंस पे फोकस करना पड़ेगा. फर्स्ट थिंग, आपको you'll have to become aware of your emotions. You'll have to analyze them, understand them, accept them. Then only you'll be able to master them. After accepting, सही है, गलत है, कोई बात नहीं. पर एक बार आपको वो एक्सेप्टेंस आ जाता है, तो आप आपके इमोशंस को प्रॉपरली रेगुलराइज, मैनेज, कंट्रोल करने को सीख सकते हैं. So mastering your emotions is also going to be an important part, an important competency of life management. For example, आप रात को बहुत लेट आए पार्टी से, मम्मी डैडी ने आपको 10 बजे का टाइम दिया था, पर आप घर पे रात को 11:30 से 12 के बीच में आए और सो गए. ठीक है, एक गलती आपने यहाँ पे कर दी, that you disobeyed your parents. पर सुबह जो 6 बजे की क्लास थी, आप उसके लिए उठे नहीं. Now here You did not manage your emotion, I will say. Emotion of what आपने रात को गलती की, अगर आपको एक्सेप्टेंस होता था उस बात का, आपको लगा ठीक है ना यार, कभी कभी तो भी हम पार्टी करते हैं, और 10 का 11:30 बज गया तो इतना क्या गुस्सा होना चाहिए मम्मी पापा ने इस पे, है ना? So you didn't accept that you have not obeyed them. So that's why the emotions were of going against them, objecting their feelings. That's why in the morning you didn't get up on time, because you were tired and you didn't have the importance of obeying your parents. You didn't get up on time and go to the class. Then again, your parents, of course, they will get annoyed at you. And there's going to be some kind of discrepancy, or there's going to be some kind of verbal fight between you and your parents. यहाँ पे अगर आप रात को ही एक्सेप्ट कर लेते कि यार मैंने तो नहीं सुना मम्मी पापा का, मैं लेट आया, तो शायद आपका मन आपको बराबर सुबह जगा देता वक्त पे, और आप क्लास करके ये प्रूव कर देते कि मैं लेट भी आया ना मम्मी पापा, फिर भी मैंने अपनी ड्यूटीज, अपनी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज बखूबी निभाई. So this is mastering your emotions and take control of your life. See, don't let others control you. Don't let external factors, external stimuli control you. You should take control of your life. That means you should take the responsibility. क्लास अटेंड नहीं किया, इसकी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी अगर आप ले लोगे तो आप एटलीस्ट आफ्टरनून में फ्रेंड से नोट्स मांगोगे या फोन करके पूछोगे कि आज की क्लास में क्या हुआ. बट इफ यू डोंट एक्सेप्ट, यू विल नॉट टेक कंट्रोल ऑफ योर लाइफ, यू विल जस्ट प्रोक्रेस्टिनेट. तो ये सब बातें बहुत ज्यादा जरूरी है लाइफ मैनेजमेंट के लिए, बिकॉज दीज स्किल्स इंक्लूड क्रिएटिंग हेल्दी हैबिट्स, डेलीगेटिंग, जिन जिनको आप काम दे सकते हो, टू डू लिस्ट बनाने के बाद डेलीगेट कर सकते हो तो आप जरूर करो. इट्स नॉट कि आप ही सब कुछ करो, बट एक बार अगर रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ले ली है तो जरूर करो. देन सेटिंग स्मार्ट गोल्स, बिकॉज ओनली आफ्टर सेटिंग द गोल यू विल बी मोटिवेटेड. इसलिए हमेशा टीचर्स बोलते हैं ना कि आप क्या चाहते हो, पेरेंट्स भी हमेशा बोलते हैं वो लिखो और अपनी रूम में, अपने स्टडी डेस्क पे कहीं ना कहीं उसको डिस्प्ले करो. मैं तो कहूंगी कि आपके मोबाइल पे आप उसको डिस्प्ले करो ताकि आप बार बार देख सको, बिकॉज हियर you will be able to measure your progress. And why is life management important, children? So that you become more productive, you do more with less time. आपके पास, मेरे पास, हम सबके पास सिर्फ 24 hours है दिन में. We've got limited time, so we have to do more in that limited time. And if we learn the art of doing that, if we learn the art of pursuing our career, our passions, our dreams, our goals, then only we will be able to accomplishing our goals. So yes, this is life management. And for this, the assignment that I would like to give you, with due permission from Kapure ma'am, Tanmay sir and Archana, I would like to assign this assignment to children for their betterment. आपकी लाइफ मैनेज करने के लिए फर्स्ट थिंग यू आर गोइंग टू डू इज फाइंड पर्पस, कि आप कौन हो, मैं कौन हूं. हर एक बंदा अपने आप से पूछेगा, और सिर्फ पूछेगा ही नहीं, अपनी डायरी में लिखेगा कि मैं कौन हूं और मेरे जीने का मकसद क्या है. व्हाट इज द पर्पस ऑफ माय लाइफ? इफ यू डू दिस, you will 100% start the journey of life management. Or all this, competency gain करना, उन्हें अपने लाइफ को अपडेट करने के लिए यूज करना, all this is a process. It is not a limited thing. It is a process. It is going to go on for life. पर हमें हमेशा इसे ऑन रखना है, कहीं भी हमें रुकना नहीं. So rely on chunking. अपने पास जो भी जिम्मेदारियां है, जो भी काम है आपके एज के हिसाब से, इसको टुकड़ों में बांटो. छोटे छोटे बेबी स्टेप्स लो, अपने गोल्स को अकम्प्लिश. एक बेबी स्टेप अकम्प्लिश हुई तो अपने आप को अप्रिशिएट करो. Yes, I've done it. Appreciate yourself so that you get motivated to take further steps. Continue learning at every opportunity, because only learning can help you. This is so important because आप सब जानते हो कि महिंद्रा एंड महिंद्रा कंपनी कितना बेहतरीन काम कर रही है. It looks forward to become topmost in first 10 companies in the world. And just few months ago, I have prepared a module learning agility for the executives of Mahindra and Mahindra. अगर वो बंदे at the age of 40, 50, 60, just before retirement, ये सब कुछ सीखने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, तो हम तो बस 18, 17 है. आपके पास सबसे बड़ा एसेट आपकी उम्र है, your age. Start learning and take this as an opportunity. Enjoy the process, spend time on relationships, learn how you will be able to communicate better, and you will see that you can manage your life very, very well. So thank you, friends. Thank you, teachers. Yes, sir, there was time constraint, but I tried to give how much I could to the students. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, you are.
Nice presentation.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Learned everything from you, from
Yes.
sir. I'm so thankful to you.
You appropriately gave the example at their level, so they will understand it better. Good.
Yes, ma'am.
Students, you can ask the questions.
Yeah, sure.
In their syllabus, if you have seen, they have referred one book by Seema Sanghi. We are going to circulate that book also. Sorry, PDF of that book. But you can have some additional information. You can also share that later on.
Yes, students, I would just like to know, please think for a minute and tell me, खरोखर या कॉम्पिटन्सीजची गरज वाटते का तुम्हाला पुढच्या आयुष्यासाठी किंवा पुढे जाण्यासाठी तुमचे ड्रीम्स अचीव करण्यासाठी या कॉम्पिटन्सीजची गरज वाटते का तुम्हाला?
Yes, ma'am. Definitely.
Definitely, right? Yes.
Yes.
So that was what Kapure ma'am wanted to tell you की ह्या संदर्भामध्ये जर काही प्रश्न असतील तर तुम्ही मला विचारू शकता. काही डाउट्स असतील.
Ma'am, sometimes we know our pros and cons, but it becomes still it becomes difficult to implement the actions.
Yes.
Like, yeah, and that times we feel guilty and sometimes depressive also. So like, what should we do at that time?
Good question, Harsh. Yes, at times you know the pros, you know the cons, but still you are in a fix. किंवा मनामध्ये एखादी काय म्हणूया थोडंसं कन्फ्युजन असतं की काय करायचं है ना, हेच विचारायचं ना तुला.
Yes, ma'am.
So what happens, Harsh, की तुमचं जे एज आहे, age is a factor where not completely or fully mature. When you are confused, first thing I would suggest is discuss it with someone. Some person who is near to you, maybe your friend, but before that you can try to discuss it with your family member or your respective teachers. Try to see that you discuss with such a person who is in a position to help you out with some solution. दुसरं, आयतं solution नकोय आपल्याला, फक्त गायडन्स घेण्याचा प्रयत्न करायचा and then try to see what can work out for you as a person. जेव्हा आपण स्वतः थोडीशी त्याच्यावर थोडंसं फोकस करतो, प्रयत्न करतो आणि त्या प्रॉब्लेमला सॉल्व्ह करण्यासाठी 2-3 पद्धती वापराव्या लागल्या तरी वापरण्याची तयारी दाखवतो, तर मला असं वाटतं की आपण तो प्रॉब्लेम नक्कीच सॉल्व्ह करू शकतो. मे इट बी अ स्मॉल कन्फ्युजन इन युअर माइंड. because this is the way, this is the process, how you will learn many things.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you
Have I
so much.
answered you properly, Harsh?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Great. Thank you. So anybody else? Any question for me? Any doubt or any explanation? Any guidance that you need regarding the subject?
Shall I ask one?
Please, ma'am, please go ahead.
Just want to ask about this. How far in industrial setup they do this competency mapping, or at what levels?
Yes, yes. Yes, ma'am. They do this. Like they lay lot of importance on competency mappings nowadays. It
Mhm.
starts right from your campus interviews. There itself, many things are assessed. Your appearance, your confidence level, the way you talk, apart from your subject knowledge, which are the skills that you possess to face today's competitive world. I just didn't tell these children that competence gives the word compete. आणि compete म्हणजे तुमच्यासारख्या इतरांबरोबर तुमची कॉम्पिटिशन करण्याची किती तयारी आहे. ऑफकोर्स हेल्दी कॉम्पिटिशन. तर हे सगळं मॅम प्रत्येक इंडस्ट्री आजकाल असेस करण्याचा प्रयत्न करते. सायकोमेट्रिक टेस्टचा वापरही खूप जास्त वाढला आहे. सो दॅट दे हॅव रिटन प्रूफ्स डॉक्युमेंट्स and they do want to do that. They do want to see that they recruit a proper person at the proper job, so that they save the resources in future.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you. Actually, this subject is in TY, Industrial and Organizational Psychology, as a general paper.
Yes,
But
ma'am.
for SY students, now university has added this 3 units based on
Yeah.
how that is
Actually,
complete.
Actually, and ma'am, I was really thinking that this should be taught in college, because there's a big gap. Students acquire all core subject knowledge at the college level. They become expert in their subjects. But when it comes to when they step from college and they are on the verge of entering the corporates or the industrial organizational world, or so for that matter, even any kind of business, it won't be always jobs. It can be business, it can be startup. But these fields need many skills apart from subject knowledge.
Right.
So I tried to give so many examples की तुमच्यामध्ये सगळं काही असेल, पण तुमचं नॉलेज पुटअप करण्याचं किंवा 4 लोकांना जोडण्याची कला, ह्या छोट्या छोट्या गोष्टी आहेत, किंवा नीट समजून सांगण्याची कला, म्हणजे कम्युनिकेशन स्किल व्हॉट वी कॅन से, हे नसेल ना, तर मग तिथे छोटे छोटे फेलियर्स यायला लागतात.
To some extent, we are planning to conduct one course for TY, that is soft skill.
Yeah.
So this is also one part of that. But yes, it will be more in-depth technique or tool as such.
Actually, ma'am, because today was just the introduction or orientation to the subject, what we did with students. But this is a deep study where we can go into deep of each and every competency, how it can be acquired, how it can be displayed in our day-to-day life. So that is going to be the TY students can experience that.
Anyone wants to ask the question? Yukta, Mitali, Snehal. Then मैं कर continue.
हो चालेल. Ojaswita madam?
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay.
So, good evening, everyone. So, I would like to present the vote of thanks for this session. So, I'm glad to have this opportunity to express the vote of thanks. So, firstly, I would like to thank our department for organizing this session. And a special thanks to you, Priti ma'am, for accepting our invitation and sharing your thoughts with us. So I'd like to express that your knowledge has helped everyone present, and we could see that your experience helped us understand the practical aspects of competency mapping. And most importantly, we were able to get a preview of your excellent abilities to conduct a lively and interactive session. Lastly, I would like to thank the participants, our students who were present today. So they were quite attentive. And yeah, initially they did, there was some problem, like they did not really interact initially, but then later on they did engage actively. So thank you, students, for that. And I really hope that the students will complete the assignment given by ma'am, because I personally believe it will help you a lot. So thank you so much, Priti ma'am, once again for such an amazing session. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Jaswita.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Thank you so much, madam, again.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so
Yes.
much for the opportunity that the department has
Yeah.
given me.
Yes.
And thank you, students. I don't mind कि आप लोगों ने पहले आंसर नहीं दिया. जब हम आपके एज के थे तो हम भी ऐसे ही क्या कहूँ हिचकिचाते थे. But this is just the beginning, and slowly you will get matured, you will get to learn. पर फर्क ये है कि आप Gen Z हो. You are the smart version of students, I would say, the smart version of the generation. So कोशिश करो कि जब भी कोई ऐसे सेशन हो आप जल्दी से इंटरेक्शन में आ जाओ ताकि आप बहुत ज्यादा गेन कर सको. So thank you, Tanmay sir. I took the opportunity to just talk to the students.
Always welcome. Yes. Is it okay to conclude, ma'am?
Yes, yes. Fine.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Okay, students. Thank you so much again. So we'll meet tomorrow. Yes. Thank you.